Hi, good evening everyone. I don't usually do videos, but this is a very serious topic. This is my daughter Saraya. She's now 22 years old. She went on holiday for a week with her friend to Jamaica back in October 2024.
Who the fuck takes shoes from JA to anywhere? Like, we usually take the shoes from foreign and, bring them to Jamaica. So that's a bit confusing to me.
Mama, I know you don't want to hear this, but your girl knew more about that Jamaica trip than she told you. I know you don't want to hear this, but your girl lying to you. She knew more about that trip than she told you.
What's up guys, welcome back to this channel once again. Thank you guys for always tuning in to watch our content every time we make a new upload. If you just came across us, this channel is about this type of conversations. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel because we will be back with more videos like this daily. So guys, this is what is in this video today. A 22-year-old British woman, a 1-week holiday in Jamaica, a pair of sneakers. Now she's facing 6 years in prison. And here is the part that makes this complicated. She says she didn't know. Her mother says she was set up. What does the court say? Guilty. So what really happened? Watch this video and then I'll be back with more reaction. Thank you.
So this is the girls. This is Genevieve, Taraya's friend. They've been friends for about 8 years. She asked Taraya if she wanted to go to Jamaica for a week because her boyfriend was out there. I tried to encourage her not to go, because she'd never been on holiday by herself. But she was turning 21, so there's only so much she's going to listen to her mum about. So on the 13th of October, they went to Jamaica. I tried to encourage Taraya to get her own accommodation because she didn't know these boys from nowhere. This was Genevieve's boyfriend of 2 years. She'd been dating this boy, supposedly from Milton Keynes, for 2 years. She was told his name was Tony. Now again, I told my daughter to get her own accommodation, but she wouldn't listen. This is supposed to be Tony. But his name's not Tony. His name is Uriah Gordon. And this is his Jamaican cousin, LeJean, we think. So again, this is Uriah Gordon, or should we say Tony, as the girls knew him as. Now Jenny was seeing this boy for 2 years. Imagine, 2 years. So Uriah paid for Jenny's ticket because obviously she thought it was a boyfriend. And I paid for Taraya's ticket because she was turning 21. So this is where it all began. They went to Jamaica, 13th of October. The boys picked them up from the airport and took them to St. Mary, where they had this prestigious Airbnb. I'm talking jacuzzi, swimming pool, everything. I'm still trying to tell my daughter, get your own Airbnb. She's like, Mum, it's fine. And obviously because, the artist TJ, he was doing a music video next door, the guy that does Drift. So she's not going to listen to her mum, is she? But I still tried to encourage it, but she did her own thing. So, obviously the next day they're settling in. The boys have taken them everywhere. Duns River, YS Falls, everywhere. Rafting, where you get the rub down and everything. They did everything, took them everywhere. Fancy meals, everything you can think of. But they had an agenda. So let's fast forward to the last day. Bearing in mind they went for 1 week. Before my daughter went to Jamaica, I spoke to her clearly and I told her, do not be carrying nothing from Jamaica. Don't even think about it. Anyway, Jenny's boyfriend, 2 years, he's saying to her, oh, will you bring these trainers back for my cousin? So Taraya said no, but they pulled on her heartstrings. So obviously she agreed in the end. So Jenny had 5 pairs and Taraya had 3 pairs. So this is where the nightmare began. The boys dropped the girls to the airport. They've gone into the airport. They've not gone from no security, no sniffer dogs. All they've done is gone into the TUI line. So they got pulled out of the line after not being through no security, no sniffer dogs. Remember what I just said to you. And they've asked for the passports. So obviously they're a bit shocked what's going on here. The officers have opened up the suitcases and then pulled out the probe, picked up a pair of shoes and obviously swabbed it. And it's come back positive for what? You know what? I don't need to say it on here and get banned. Anyway, the girls were taken into custody. They were held at the Cambridge police station in St James, Montego Bay. Then at about 11:30 that night, I got a phone call from the British Embassy. I thought I was going to die. Anyway, I flew out there about 4 days later. And it took me 19 days to get my daughter out of jail. She was in jail for 19 days. The conditions of the jail were horrendous, as you can imagine. Concrete floor, full of women in the same predicament. While they were in jail, I provided food, water, pads, anything that I was allowed to send in. On the 8th of November, Terea was released. So I bailed her out. The only reason she got out was because my father is Jamaican. So now the girls are on bail. The first court hearing was, I think it was the 18th of December. In total, these girls went to court 11 times. This is how long this was prolonged. It was just a long, unnecessary experience. Sometimes my daughter's lawyer didn't turn up, many times. Sometimes Jenny's lawyer didn't turn up. Jenny didn't turn up one time. So it was just long. So the girls have been in Jamaica for a total of 16 months. Bearing in mind they had the serious hurricane. While my daughter's obviously been out there, she's met a boy. You know, she's been there for 16 months. Sometimes there's no electric, no current, maybe nothing to do. She met a boy and she got pregnant. So obviously this is not the right timing at all. It's not the right time to be having a baby. Not in these conditions and not in... There's a serious court case going on, but you know. So fast forward, October 2025. My daughter's in slow labour. In the hospital, but the hospital is about to be destroyed by this serious hurricane. So she's sent back in slow labour. So she said she's survived the hurricane, the eye of the storm, she's got the footage and everything. Then 3 days later, she gives birth to her baby, beautiful baby, in a taxi. No pain relief, no nothing. So beautiful, healthy baby girl. My daughter's healthy. Everything's fine. They've had to go back to Black River, that the worst place hit with a hurricane, were one of them. No electricity, no water. There's still no electricity to this day. So let's fast forward now. January 2026. I'm feeling a bit positive. They've gone into court. They got found guilty. As a family, we're absolutely devastated. You can't imagine how I feel as a mother. And these girls was not represented properly at all. We've got so much evidence that was not presented in court. I mean, where's the proceeds of crime? Where's the phone records? Where's the bank statements? And also, someone used my daughter's phone while she was in custody and rang a British number. So to me, that sounds like they were the scapegoats while the real shipment went through. Corruption at its finest. So the next court hearing is early March for sentencing. We've been advised that these girls are looking a minimum of 6 years. A minimum of 6 years for something they've not done. 6 years. So obviously I want to provide a barrister from England to take over to Jamaica because we need to appeal with all the evidence that we've got. So the girls were not represented properly in court. They did not get a fair trial. There was no jury. So I've got a barrister at this side that has looked at the evidence and she can see and she's ready to come over and do the appeal. This is clearly some kind of setup and it's clearly something that happens often with young girls. As a mother, I want to get this out there to show women that you've got to really talk to your daughters. I'm talking seriously, not just on a small level, on a deep level, because this sounds like some new romance scam. I cannot sit back and watch my daughter go to jail for something she's not done. This has been the hardest 16 months of my life already. And bearing in mind, now she's got a baby. The barrister has to come over to clear my daughter's name, clear both the girls' names. This is a setup. So we're doing this fundraiser because we need to obviously provide legal assistance in Jamaica because we can't rely on the lawyers that these girls have had. They've taken the money and not done a good job. And now they're looking 6 years. This can't happen. I cannot sit back and watch this happen. My middle daughter has not seen her sister in 16 months. I can't. It's been so much heartache, so much pain. I refuse to allow this to happen. I'm not going to allow this to happen. I'm going to fight. I cannot sit back and allow my daughter to go to jail for something she's not done. My heart can't take it. The pain that I've been through. I can't explain it, guys. But what I need you to do is, I need this to go viral. I need to share. You need to share. We need to get it to media. I just need your help. Like, comment, repost, boost, everything that we can do to get traction on this. We need people to see this because this can't happen to another girl. There's other girls reaching out to me in my DMs that are saying the same thing happened to them. They didn't go through no security. The same thing. We have to stop this from happening to our daughters. We have to stop these boys from taking advantage of our daughters. And to these horrible little boys that are grooming these girls, destroying families, I'm telling you now, you think there's no God, He's coming for you.
Hey guys, you know, so me in my kitchen I run a little pot a while ago and me I scroll through my TikTok and I see one story with one British mother. Her father Jamaican born still, but she's British. She's telling you about her child. And guys, let me tell you something. That's why you see me, I don't business. You see me come out and me talk about my pitney them. Me no business if they want to hate me. Because me, I gotta do what me fi do as a mother. Because this poor woman come now and tell about her child who is just 21 years old. We left God Jamaica on trip with our next friend to two scammer boy down there. The scammer boy then give them sneakers with whatever in a hit. Let then lock them up at Jamaica. She said then lock them up at Jamaica down there. She have to fight to get her out from bail. Then now represent right down there. In a hurricane. She said the time when they let them out, she said when they let them out, girl go back off and one different man now. Get pregnant, hurricane come, all of them something there. Now them pronounce the little girl guilty and then the sentencing is March. I feel it for this mother so much because she's stressed out and everything. Because no matter what, you know, people, you see, even if the pitney them not here, I still you pitney them and you go feel it to your core no matter what. But because them don't listen, you understand, them things say them know everything. And if you tell them say don't do it, then go do it. If you tell them say when they go another corner, they want corner around there, so don't take the corner too wide because you will drop over the gully. They still go take the corner wide. And this is the thing now upon this poor woman now she there if you try to fight. Because she say her pitney get injustice. Even if I true, but them pitney don't listen, and that's the problem. So you see, that's why me I go talk. Because me never hear either. And me pace for learn. Right? That's why me come now and tell my pitney that when me tell them all the time. Some of them vex with me, they not talk to me, and whatever, but me still I go do it. Me no love them less. I don't love them less. And to hear this mother this morning I help, so she want the video to go viral because she need help and she need a different liar because now them are going to censor her child in a March. Poor little nice 21-year-old pitney because she no listen for her friend with them and man are good. You understand? And every when they reach them age there, they don't understand themselves. Them excited about everything. Why me feel it for your mother this morning? I really feel it for you this morning. Right? But as a mother, what you can do, you still have to love your pitney them same.
The whole situation about the lady's daughter in Jamaica who got set up with the trainer, sending them back to the UK, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it could have been a setup, but she still agreed to take the shoes from JA to the UK. And Jamaica has a shoe factory or something, because who the fuck takes shoes from JA to anywhere? Like, we usually take the shoes from foreign and, you know, bring them to Jamaica. So that's a bit confusing to me. The other part of that is she's now pregnant by another guy. What the fuck? And I feel like in the video I'm watching, there's just no accountability. It's like blame here, blame there, blame the system, blame the court, blame the government, blame everybody else apart from your daughter. Like, that's what it was giving me. The mom paid for the ticket. The mom bailed her out. The mom is literally begging for her life online, and the daughter's just out there breed up. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying, I feel like people only care because she's foreign, but she ain't getting a penny from me. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I feel sorry for her. Yes, 21 is bad, blah, 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 but my sympathy is fucking capped. Because, yo, have sense. Have sense. You know? Apparently it was like 8 pairs of shoes in the boxes. Like, you're telling me she didn't even think to check or just toss them out? Even if you agree, you can toss them out, right? Staying in an Airbnb in Jamaica without anybody that you don't know, with these random people. Are you crazy? Oh, I watched SoFlo video last night and he explained it very well. He gave a little bit more sympathy than I would because, you know, he's a father and he understands, and he made, I guess, mistakes at 21. I didn't make them type of mistakes at 21, but SoFlo has a good video on it, so I would definitely check him out. Yeah, kudos to everybody involved, but what the fuck? No, this ain't my problem. Like, I'm not donating. So
Mama, I know you don't want to hear this, but your girl knew more about that Jamaica trip than she told you. I know you don't want to hear this, but your girl lying to you. She knew more about that trip than she told you. To be honest, I only feel bad for the mother. But the thing is this, right? You get that girl out of a Jamaican prison after being locked up for months, after losing her freedom for months. And when she gets out, she gets pregnant by another man. Knowing how much you are going through, A hard head make a soft ass, and those who don't listen, they must feel what's going on. There are some lessons that you have to learn the hard way. And for those who don't listen, sometimes they can't turn around. But that girl knew way more than she was telling you about that trip. Because if you told her don't bring anything back, because there probably has something related to drugs, and she still brings something back, not listening to you, I can guarantee you that she knew more than what she let on. But as a father with a child from Gen Z, I can tell you that they're going to learn lessons the hard.
Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. So here's what happened, guys. In October 2024, Terai and her friend traveled to Jamaica for a vacation. Just a normal trip, you know. Jamaica, it's beautiful. The sun, beach, fun. But before leaving, the friend's boyfriend, later identified as Uriah Gordon, asked them to carry sneakers back to the UK for his cousin. And here is the red flag. Terai's mother warned her, don't carry anything from Jamaica. She ignored the warning. At the airport, authorities searched them. The sneakers contained illegal substances. They were arrested immediately. Both girls were charged. They've been in Jamaica for 16 months. They attended court 11 times. This year, January, they were found guilty. Sentencing is expected in March, minimum 6 years. That's not a small sentence. It's life-changing. While waiting for the trial, Terai became pregnant. She gave birth to a baby girl in Jamaica. Now we are not just talking about a 22-year-old facing prison. We are talking about a young mother facing 6 years in prison. That adds another emotional layer. But the emotion, of course, does not erase law. And that's where this gets difficult. Terai's mother believes her daughter was set up. She didn't receive proper legal representation. She believes evidence wasn't fully presented and that the trial was not fair. That's why she now seeks funds to hire a UK barrister to appeal, and she's asking the public to help raise awareness. Two things can exist at once. A mother can believe her daughter is innocent, and a court can still find her guilty. Both realities can sit in the same room. Now, accountability versus setup. This is where we need to think. At 22 years old, you are an adult, old enough to vote, old enough to travel alone, old enough to understand airport security. Carrying items for someone else, especially internationally, is a major risk. And we have all heard the warnings. Don't carry anything for anyone. So the question becomes, was this a naive mistake? Or was this willful ignorance? Or was it truly a setup? Because here is the uncomfortable truth. Drug trafficking networks often use young women, especially foreign women, because they attract less suspicion. That's not conspiracy. That's documented reality. But being used doesn't automatically remove responsibility. And that's the tension in this case. Some Jamaicans have been sympathetic. Others are saying we have locals serving time for the same crime. Why should this be different? And that's an important point. Jamaica has strict drug laws, whether you are local or foreign. So the emotional appeal, while understandable, does not override national law. And we must be careful not to turn this into foreign girl treated unfairly in Jamaica, because accountability must be consistent. This case should be a global warning. When you travel, don't carry packages for anyone. Don't assume it's just shoes. Don't override your parents' warning. Don't ignore red flags, because once you pass through airport security, intent becomes very hard to prove, and ignorance is not always a defense. If there truly was poor legal representation, mishandled evidence, procedural errors, then an appeal is absolutely appropriate. Justice must be fair, always. But fairness must be examined through facts, not emotion. That's what the appeal process is for. And of course, the real heartbreak here is the baby. A child born into a legal storm. And whatever your opinion is about Terra, that baby didn't choose this. And that's sobering. This case opens bigger discussions. Are young tourists being targeted? Are people underestimating international drug laws? Do some travelers think foreign prisons won't really happen? Are we too casual about airport warnings? This is not just about one girl. This is about awareness. Here's my final thought. You can have sympathy and still believe in accountability. You can question the trial and still acknowledge the risk she took. You can feel for the mother and still recognize that 22 is not a child. Life can change in one decision, one pair of sneakers, one ignored warning. So guys, travel smart, think critically, protect yourself, because airports are not guessing games. Drop your thoughts below respectively. Was this a setup, a serious mistake, or something in between? Just tell us what you think. Thank you very much for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel, and then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.